How Robert Redford wanted to be remembered. Robert Redford wasn't the type to get caught up in his own myth. Sure, he was the golden boy of Hollywood for decades in films like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Sting, All the President's Men, and even Captain America, the Winter Soldier. But legacy, for him, was never about red carpets or shiny trophies. He cared about the work, the climb, and what you leave behind for others. And honestly, when he spoke about how he wanted to be remembered, his answers said everything about the man behind the legend. Now, following his passing on September 16, 2025, at age 89, Redford's thoughts about his own legacy carry even more weight. Remembered for the work, not the rewards, according to ABC News. When asked point-blank by Esquire UK how he wanted to be remembered, Redford didn't hesitate. For the work. What really matters is the work. And what matters to me is doing the work. I'm not looking at the back end. What am I going to get out of this? What's going to be the reward? I'm just looking at the work, the pleasure of being able to do the work. And that's what the fun is. To climb up the mountain is the fun, not standing at the top. That's classic Redford. No bragging, no obsession with the spotlight. Just an artist who found joy in the process and saw the struggle itself as the reward. Sundance wasn't for him. If Redford's career proved anything, it's that he never hoarded success. He built Sundance as a non-profit, knowing he wouldn't profit personally, but he wanted to carve out space for new filmmakers. In his own words, "I've devoted so much of my life to it," he once said, per People. When he accepted his honorary Oscar in 2002, he doubled down on that idea. While his own work mattered, it was just as important to put something back into an industry that's been good to me. And, of course, Sundance is a manifestation of that. It is obvious he wanted his name tied not just to the movies he made, but to the opportunities he gave. To the storytellers who got a shot because Sundance existed. Looking back, seeing legacy, Redford once admitted he rarely looked back. But at that same 2002 Oscar ceremony, he paused long enough to acknowledge something he usually avoided: "I've spent most of my life just focused on the road ahead, not looking back. But now tonight, I'm seeing in the rearview mirror that there is something I've not thought about much, called history, and what moves me tonight is that I'm being joined by colleagues and peers to reflect on that history," he explained. It was a rare glimpse of him recognizing that. Yes, he had created a history worth noting. Still, he didn't define himself by statues or headlines. He defined himself by work, by giving back, by making sure future generations had their shot at the climb. Robert Redford didn't chase being remembered. He earned it, quietly, through integrity and generosity. For him, the real legacy wasn't in standing at the top, but in helping others up the mountain.